What's up YouTube, I'm Boona Marcus here. Here's just a little update on my 135 gallon grow aquarium. As you can see, there is a ton of fish that are still growing out in this tank, and there's quite a mixture of everything else. I'm thinking almost to call this tank my tiger tank, and that's obviously because of the red tiger Mota. As you guys can see, there's a nice little male. And here's some females that are now starting to turn. This is a fish that actually takes some time before they actually mature. They're a little bit slower growing than some of the other Parachromis species I find. But they seem to be almost a little more tolerant. And what I've noticed actually is I believe that this is a river type cichlid. And maybe out in the wild they come from water that's, you know, a little more active or turbulent. As you can see here with my one power head, this thing really moves the water. But it's really cool because I have a number of these red tigers, and there's been times where I almost see them basically schooling together, which I think is very unique behavior, but again could be some behavior they have, you know, out in the wild, you know. So I'm almost wondering if they're at times mimicking their natural behavior, and like I said, it seems as if they kinda school together and are pretty tolerant with each other in large numbers. Again, none of these are quite full adult size, but you can see the largest females are probably in and around 4.5 inches. There's two very nice females right there, and there's a bunch of other females that are probably in and around you know, maybe close to the 4-inch mark. So they're not quite fully adults, but there are a number of them in this tank, and again, based on space, it is a territorial fish, and I'm very surprised at how well they are hanging out together. You'll also notice that I have a very red Oscar here. This is not the guy I just did a video of. This is actually, you know, pretty much I would think you call this a gold Oscar that I picked up quite a while ago, maybe 6-7 months ago, around the 4-inch mark. Probably in and around 8 inches now, but as you can see, excellent specimen, wonderful colors, and his partner in crime is this Albino Tiger Oscar. And again, that's also why, like I said, I'm thinking about calling this the tiger tank. Is I have red tiger Mota, I have a tiger Oscar, and of course they're not going to be out, but I have some tiger Botias. So this tank is very rich in mixture. As you can see on this side of the aquarium, I have some beautiful Salvini Cichlids, and this variant is what they call from the area Rio Chacomax, so I believe that's the river area that they come from. They have the reputation for being the nicest variants of the Salvinis, especially the females. As you can see, this color is just spectacular. They can be a little on the aggressive side, but again, I think there's just so much dispersion amongst the aggression in the aquarium that they seem to be tolerating each other also quite well. The males are not nearly as nice as the females in this variant, and I've seen other variants where the males are much nicer, but definitely this variant takes the cake with the most beautiful females. So again, you know, they're still somewhat juvenile. She probably has another inch of growth left in her, but as you can see, pretty spectacular fish. And then too, they're sharing this tank with a bunch of my red marble Convicts. You guys are all aware of those. This is from a batch of some time ago. But the females are doing very well together. I got a bunch of males in the tank too. This one almost looks like he's kind of like a short body male. There's the male Salvini. As you can see, a little more drab, but still a beautiful fish nonetheless. And here is another pair of the red marbles. A little washed out against the sand, but you get the point. Here's those Oscars again. But again, I just wanted to kind of share this tank out. Typically, you guys know I'm always growing out things, but this aquarium is actually really enjoyable to watch. Lots of action going on. Nice selection of different Central and South American cichlids. I do have a few Africans still kicking around in here. Some females that I'm breeding with this good-looking cross. you know, trying to develop something with a nice blaze. He's very well behaved. The male I had that came from the same batch was very, very aggressive and had every fish in this tank on the other side. But this guy's, his demeanor is much better, and he breeds with his, you know, selection of females, so he's very happy. But other than that, you know, that kind of gives you a rundown. This is, again, a 135-gallon aquarium, and there's a lot going on in it. So, like I said, wanted to share that with you, and maybe I'll follow up with some nice profile vids of some of the individual species, especially this lady right here. And I just seen the tiger Botia out, but he also might be gone. Maybe he's back here. Yeah, he just took off again under the rocks. Oh, there he is. And anybody who is familiar with tiger Botias, you know, they're part of that loach family. But they can get quite large, and they are also very aggressive. So they're better in an environment where they're with other very aggressive fish, or they'll just pick on everybody. So one last scan in, lots of color, everybody's looking good. Red tigers, females, one male, and a bunch of other juveniles. So there you go. Thanks for watching.